Greets peeps, we are back with session. Whoops. Greets peeps, allow me to adjust that. There we are. We're back with session 2 of our Austria campaign. When last we left, I genuinely don't know what happened. I imagine it's now been a week, or almost. I do know that we PU'd rather, Brandenburg. They were going to fall under Poland. We contested it, and between us and Hungary, we actually beat them, which was crazy lucky. Did not expect that to play out as well as it did, but we managed it. We didn't get anything else. You need 60% in your war score to get the PU to land under you, and we got that, and we left it where it was. They were a bit scary to me, but it looks like we haven't actually declared, but I think I was about to declare on the Pope. I don't know that for sure. We've got all of the bits that we need. Oh, hang on, here we go. Yeah. So we've got a lot of people willing to join a coalition. Let's check opinions. Okay, so we've cheered up most of those. Yeah, so we've done a lot of cheering up already, which is a good thing. We definitely need to. And I think we're able to declare on old Popey McPopeface. No, we don't. What were we up to down here in that case? Oh, May 73. Okay, so we were gathering our forces to begin that. In the meantime, we can annex. No, I'm going to save that for Hungary. We're going to get Hungary under a PU through us getting that will give us a restoration of Union CB on Hungary. That will last 20 years. So what we'll do is we'll do this war. We can wait. We can wait for a very long time to do this, and it's probably not a bad idea because the aggressive expansion we'd get from annexing Hungary will be huge. For dragging them under a PU, rather, will be huge. So, don't know if we'll do that anytime soon. What I did find out is that it's actually written on here. Restoration of Union CB on Bohemia. Somehow I didn't see that. Perhaps it wasn't... No, there has been a patch since, but I rolled back. I obviously just overlooked that. So to people who have been screaming, dude, it's in the mission tree, I apologize. I should have seen that. That's should be freaking obvious given how this plays out. But yep, hey, at least I know now. And we do need that to happen. So the one problem that we're going to have is that no? Okay. 16 provinces. I had the idea that having electors under PU actually lowered your imperial authority gain, but perhaps not. Imperial authority, 7 electors. No. Perhaps it's a penalty in here. Let's have a look. Being a vassal or under union. Controlling other electors, -50. Yeah, it is. A penalty here. So it's a really bad situation at the moment. If there were an election tomorrow, it would go to Bohemia. So getting Bohemia in a PU, double-edged sword. I don't know whether this is a good idea or not. We'll have to have a look. We'll do it and find out, I suppose. But let's wait until... Oh no, there was one thing I wanted to do first. I want to have a look at Brandenburg and see if we can cheer them up. Yeah, we can do that. And we... Yep, we'll do that too. So we should be able to cheer them up relatively quickly. At present we're at 46. We can go up to 200 with these guys. So they should come on our side very shortly. So we're in a good situation. We're about to declare on our friends... Whoa, good. Cologne cancelled access. What I'm thinking about is that we should probably soon change out some of our alliances for electors to make sure that we can actually get the next imperial election. Let's have a look at our dude. He's 33. We've got a chance that he'll live for a while. He's cruel. That's great to know. So our people like us less. And Albrecht von Habsburg is the next dude who... his stats aren't great, but neither are those. That's alright. We're inbred to all hell. That's to be expected. Renewed a loan. That's a very good point. We took a lot of loans fighting Poland, if I recall. Yeah, we've got 18 loans. Okay. But we're still in a position where if we turn our maintenance right down, we're okay. That's good to know. 3-step. We are overextended. Ah. I think I was going to hand over Ancona to them, and then decided to core it instead. I think what we'll do... What shall we do? Gosh. They're at 85. They're at 85. We can do one more month of improving with someone. Let's improve with Florence. They're the largest of these people, neighbouring them, neighbouring the Papal States who are likely to get into a coalition against us. And our treaty runs out this month. Very good. Let's recall that. One, and let's declare on dear Pope. So we can bring in a bunch of people. Mantua and Siena. Mantua and Siena. So the good thing about doing this is that we'll... that brings in Burgundy as well. Genoa and Savoy. We can have Aragon. Jeez, that's not the biggest army, is it? Oh, there we go. They've got transports they can access through here. We can make this happen. Let's have a look at what we've tagged as of vital interest. Yep, Aragon is still willing to come in. That's a good thing. So, if I recall, and it's been a very, very long time, once we control both of these, we can release Rome back to the Pope. He loses his aggressive expansion towards us, and we don't get penalties for being the holder of Rome, or the... yeah, there's some fancy freaking thing. So we'll take both of those. We'll release Rome back to itself. We'll... Mantua. We could give that to Milan. There's no real reason. We'd probably rather have them separate. So we're not going to co-belligerent any of these other nations. It's slightly tempting because getting Savoy out of range could be handy. Genoa also. Yeah, Genoa really don't like us. That's right. Let's just do this. Let's declare we won't co-belligerent anyone. Nope. And nope. Actually, that was one more thing I wanted to check. Burgundy. No, they do have an heir, so it's unlikely that the Burgundian inheritance can happen. Flanders and Brabant are still under them, though. Oh, gosh. Kind of tempting, but not really worth it. So who have we got? We've got Mantua. We're going to instantly run on them. Should stack wipe them. I want to check our favours here with Milan. If we've got plenty of favours with Milan. I think we bring them in as well, just to save our own manpower. In fact, we could maybe avoid bringing in Aragon. Yeah, we've only got the 14 with them. We'll bring in Milan now, because we get favours with them quicker than anyone else. Bavaria. No, I'm not interested. Let's do this. Straight in on Mantua. We've got other people we can bring in. We've got missions we can... Oh, that is what I did miss. Mainz. Have territory. Someone else has claims on... Where are you, Mainz? They're usually over here somewhere. Somewhere. There. Mainz. Yes, you are an elector. Please give back, what? Hessen or Kassel? We'll get them to give back Kassel. That will go back to Hesse. Oh, they would give back Hessen. They do still have a claim on it, is the one problem. No, but if they give it back, they lose the claim. So let's go for that. They'll like us less, but that's okay. So Hessen is now owned by Hesse. Yeah, they lost their claim as I thought. We are good. Sorry, just wanted to check my volume levels. Okay, so we're in our first fight against Mantua. Very exceptionally good leader we have running things. Verdun want access? No. Do have national decisions, I didn't notice this. What is that? No. If it weren't for the massive opinion malices, I would definitely do that. Malices? Malici. I would do that, but probably not really worth it just right now. Let's set that as a target for Milan. And that as a target for, I don't know, Brandenburg aren't going to do anything in this. Neither are Urbino because they have no army. No, we'll just leave that. Hope your troops wake up soon, Milan. They're off over that way. To be expected, really. Let's set our other diplomat to be doing something. Once we've done this siege here, we'll start plotting this out properly. We need to target people to avoid this massive overextension that we're going to get from this. I mean, I don't know if it's even possible for us to avoid a... yeah, go on. I'm giving access to people who aren't at war. I don't want to encourage war within the HRE. I want to have as few of those as possible. But I also want people to like us a lot so that we can pass reforms. Competent cousin, reforms, yada yada. Legitimacy, good. That was some really poor legitimacy we had. So let's have a think about this. I don't need all of those there. I don't care about all of that. One of these dudes can be our other... Yes, can be our king, who has 2 siege skill. That better have remained our siege. Nope. Crap. Oh well. I won't be taking Mantua anyway. We can't afford that. As much as I'd like it, we can't afford the overextension. Sorry, the aggressive expansion. That's a good point. We are paying for overextension here. God damn it. I should have started coring that a long time before this. So where have they gone? They've headed straight to our capital. Fair enough. Let's leave the minimum there. The minimum +1, so we don't... lose any... Oh! No, that is right, that is right. We'll see if we can pick up these guys on our way through. Apparently not, because being set to join doesn't matter to these pricks. Work it out. Join to me, obey no. Oh, you twat. Righto. We can get back to there nice and easily. Yep. That's always going to happen. Hey, he did join to us. You shouldn't be there, Brandenburg. That's right, we'll let this finish. We've got lots more forts for them to have to occupy for any real war score concerns. They won't happen. So these sieges are... oh wow. These are going rather slowly. Well, that one is particularly. Have they got siege power in there? They do. They've got level 2 siege. Aragon on paper controller, that's good. That's one of our allies. We've got Brandenburg happy enough that I'm not too fussed. Any reason not to get this? Only reason might be another idea group, but we've got so much. No. go for that. I think, yes, I was considering moving our power. We're going to have a leader who has 4 soon, so it makes sense, or at some point in the future, makes sense to focus down admin, which we want now that we've got a lead on. Okay. Now that we've got a lead on military tech is where I was going with that sentence. So now we have Württemberg Ulm. Württemberg. Nope. Württemberg. Oh god, where are these bastards? There. Oh. Does that mean no? Okay. Nope. Lose 10 influence, fine. Oh, good work, Milan. Yep, you guys go take that attrition for us. No problem whatsoever. Always best to let your allies take attrition if you can possibly avoid taking it yourself. Ah, they're messing about up in Brandenburg. They are too. Good. So with Siena, we'll get them to transfer all trade. We don't really have any holdings in that, in the Genoa node. We're more focused over here, so it's not that important, but hey, it's somewhat. They may have a merchant over in Ragusa or some such. They're not going to have that. There's no point to transferring trade power. Oh well. We'll put our king in there. And those guys can just hang out. They're having a nice time. We've thoroughly sacked both of those, I guess. No, we do want you to attach Brandenburg. Ah, I didn't set Brandenburg to attach to us, did I? Nope. But they're not doing it anyway. Great. We can turn down our maintenance, actually. Let's do that, try and save some money. No, we don't want anyone attached to us, thanks. Hide our troops in behind forts so that I don't get surprised when I'm not paying attention. We'll turn this over to... No, to Brandenburg. Was there a fort? It was only level 1. Okay. So we're not paying for any forts that we don't care about. We're going to take our heir off running that army. Hey, we won it. Okay, so we're at 90% now. Oh, because our fort's there. Let's have a look. 64. That was Ulm? Yeah, great. And Nuremberg, I think, were on that list as well. So we'll just wait for Milan to do their thing. We're in no hurry at all. It's a nice relaxed war where we let our ally do all of the heavy lifting and we reap all the benefits. The perfect kind of war. Especially early on when you don't have the depth of resources that you might want. We don't need a leader on that one. You can also come back here, friend. we should be looking at Hungary. That's interesting. France and Poland would have a succession war over them. Do not die, buddy. That's madness that we're not even in the picture. We probably could claim their throne. No, wrong dynasty. That's right. Forgot about that. Mantua want peace, so the Papal State. There we go. Now we've got 94. Oh, they must have a fort up there. They do. They have 2 forts up there. Very impressive. So let's... see what we get now. So Siena, Salzburg, Savoy. Some of these look like we may not be able to avoid them, unfortunately. Salzburg. Siena. Siena we don't mind about, actually. They're going to be at the same 100% as the others. The only reason I was doing that was for the prestige, but we get the same from transferred trade power, so we'll do that. Siena already hate us, so they can... those 2 is good enough, I suppose. Now, it probably isn't ideal doing what I'm doing there, but that's okay. Let's have a look now. So Siena don't matter. Savoy, Genoa, Ferrara. Savoy, Genoa, Ferrara. The end of this month we'll lose 3.4, if I recall. Aggressive expansion. How are things looking here now? So, Siena, Genoa, Ferrara. Genoa. And Ferrara. So we'll improve with those 2 for a couple of months, make the peace deal. There won't be enough to join a coalition against us, and we should be in a good situation. We're going to hand this over to Brandenburg because they can pay for our fort upkeep. I don't mind. I'm tempted to pay that down a wee bit. Yeah. Alright, that's a couple of hundred inflation that I'd rather not have to pay for, but so be it. We've maxed out both Genoa and Salzburg. That's a problem, because I really don't want Genoa involved. Ah, good. Okay, so we're down to... shit, no we're not. Do I want to give up that claim in Avignon? What advantage do I get for the Pope having a claim in Avignon? Yes, I like that. Okay, no, that is good. They'll have an interest over there, and therefore France and Provence are likely to be at each other, although Provence have no allies whatsoever. Wow. Let's have a look. No, it's all Burgundy and Lorraine. Lorraine are a vassal of France. Ooh, okay. They stole that off Provence. Shite. Provence have no other claims, holdings there. They have claims over there, and I think they have claims up there. Nope. Okay, just there. That's actually a Provence core. Oh, I'd like them as a vassal. Anyways, we shall make the Papal State give up that claim. If for no other reason than to get one prestige. That would happen, and then this would happen. Siena, Genoa, Papal State, and Venice. Well, Papal State aren't going to exist, so we're good with this. Venice we don't care about. Genoa we can't fix. Siena we can't fix much. I think we'll be okay. Let's find out. Hoorah! We have now... Oh, very nice. Let's do that. Shame I didn't realize that before I went to the freaking... before I took the freaking military tech that we just took. But, hey-ho. That's what I get for forgetting how the game works. We'll reduce that. Nope, still out of range. 10 per month. Screw it. Okay. Wow. We can't afford it. Very good. Let's start back with that. And that. Cause there's some grumpy people around. We now have the decision. Reign in North Italy. All provinces in Italy are under our direct control, direct or indirect control. Under our direct or indirect control will be added to the empire. No state will leave the empire through the Shadow Kingdom event. Lovely bloody jubbly. Boop. Cool, we've reigned in Italy. So the reason why that's a good thing is because now all of this stuff is in the HRE and will not be leaving it anytime soon. Meaning that we get to have more states in the HRE, meaning more. So we've now got 53, and so we get 0.12 per month for the extra states that have added. There, we're about to poop out another one when Rome comes free, when the Papal State comes free. Should be by event. I hope. Hey, we're one of the world's greatest powers. So this isn't great. We don't like this at all. And we definitely want that to go away. But it should fire from event, so we'll just wait and see. Usually it does. Oh, this is a good point. Oh. 50 mil, 10 mil. Yep, that's enough. We'll go for that. Puts it up to 2. Why are we still losing money? Let's turn those off. Rome won't stay ours, so there we go. So, the Papal State gains a core on Rome. We cede Rome to the Papal State and we get 25 prestige. Aren't we nice? Handing over stuff to our dudes. They're a vassal. Let's... We've got nothing really better to do with this extra prestige. Oh, hang on. How much did we get? 25. 20. We'll go up to 90. Screw it. Let's just go max because I don't care. Yep. Rome is free. Aragon excommunicated Castile. Very nice. And, wow. Brabant as the papal controller. Almost no one expected that. Papal separatists aren't great for us when we have no troops awake. We may try and let them through and hope that they fight someone else on the way. Ideally one of those two. Well, ideally that one, I suppose. So we'll just keep an eye on where they go. I imagine that really didn't expect that. Okay. Creepy separatists. Can't even get money off them. Crap. Good, we lost that. That spooked me for a minute. I thought we still had it. So they don't like us because we have their stuff. But that's cool. We're going to improve with them because we want to now start farming our papal points and start playing the game. Start getting these bonuses, which is the best argument for being Catholic in the game. Well, the whole PU thing's kind of cool too, I suppose. But you can PU with other flavor religions. And I'd say Orthodox as well. Most people will instantly say Orthodox is the best in the game. And I tentatively agree. Some of their mechanics are just freaking great. Okay, there we go. Let's turn that down because no way in hell we want to be paying for that. Move you there, remove the leader, and we are back into the game as we were before. So, things I want to do. I'm tempted to annex Brandenburg. We can hand over... No, then we lose a state. I like the idea of controlling north and south. Well, this said, God, we could easily become these. I mean, we'd... With the amount of territory we control, we could become Super Germany really early. Rather than messing about with the whole HRE mechanic, which I've done a million times before. Well, like 4. Who knows, who knows. The PU game is fun. Kildare, they're just OPM, aren't they? Wow, yeah, England are eating them anyway. Well, really, seeing as I think we've dodged this situation, they don't like us, they're a vassal. They don't like us, but they like us. Oh, Jesus, that was extremely close to them not liking us, though. We just need to keep them in positive to make sure they don't join the coalition. And yeah, Who else? They're fine. They're fine. They're not. But we've already improved them as much as we can. They're just okay. They're okay. They're okay. Ooh, dirty old Switzerland. Let's get them as well. And then at the end of the year, the aggressive expansion for up here should go away. Oh, not from Bohemia. Ah, that's a good point. When we took Brandenburg, we got a lot of aggressive expansion up here as well. It's slowly disappearing, but yeah. So we should be down now. That should look a lot less terrifying. Yeah. So we've still got some aggro, but we're okay. We'll leave our two dudes doing that, and well, actually, one doing the Pope, one doing it by himself, and we'll look at electors now. See if we can get some. So we've got one, but they're a real problem. We're very nearly maxed them out. They're allied to our rival. We're allied to their rival. Yeah, we're allied to... So we may have to start going over the limit. We've got 3 wanting to... Oh, God. 3 wanting to vote for Bohemia is a very bad situation. We'll improve with Bohemia themselves and then go to the other guys. It's probably not the ideal way. I should probably do it around the other way. But as our overextension diminishes, that should help things, I'd expect. Yeah, that controlling other electors is really going to be a problem. And it's only going to become worse once we get Bohemia under a PU. Problem is, if I were to release Brandenburg, their opinion of us would fall through the floor. And this is why I'm thinking integration might be the best plan. Not possible to inherit unless stable for 50 years. Okay. Well, that sure isn't the case. It's been about 10. Well, I guess maybe we start looking to take back territory. We do have we do have CBs on a bunch of people who hold our stuff. We've got Imperial Ban, Imperial Ban. What are your... Yikes. Guaranteed by France. Jesus. Not what I expected. What about these? Allied with Poland and Teutons. Teutons are a non-factor. Poland are also a non-factor. Because they don't have... they do have a Lithuania allied, but they don't have a Lithuania. So we're probably okay. Denmark, Sweden, how rebellious are you? 39.7. That's close to wanting independence. Muscovy haven't really done much. I wanted to avoid being quite as warlike as I usually am in this game, but already I'm not reconsidering that in my head. could annex these guys. Really, it's only that will give us much of anything. It's 12 dev. It's not the massive advantage I'd hoped. Well, the good news is we are paying down our... Well, not paying down our loans, but we're not taking more. We are gaining money each month, 3 per month. It's not too bad. We could boost that by spending some Diplo here. We've got Renaissance, so the development is cheaper. What I may do is wait until next time we can cheer these guys up, which will be 7 years away. No. We'll just spend that Diplo now. We don't have enough for a third. Nope. But we went from 3 per month to... Oh, hang on, we've got a free diplomat. The last thing we want as Austria. Milan, Urbino. Do you know what? We're going to annex these dudes. I'm cool with that. I'm also very tempted to eat Brandenburg, to be honest. Oh. We lost one of our dudes. What did a natural scientist do? I can't remember. Prestige, is it? So we don't need missionary strength or unrest. Neither of them are cheap. I mean, you know, they do cost 1 ducat a month. We could get him. In fact, we could get a very cool version of him. 50% version of him. We need to push this up to 80. Oh no, we couldn't quite. If you hire this guy when their influence is over 80, which pushes them up to 95, it sucks balls. You get him at half price. Whereas if we were to hire him now, he's only... In fact, he's not any cheaper. He's got to be over 60 to be 25%, over 80 to be 50%. But his skill 3 would cost quite a lot. Skill 3 dude right now would cost us about 5 per month, which would eat all of our funding. We do not want that. Let's go for a... So my motto is always that monarch points are better than money. So we'll follow that. Is there any reason to go for a missionary? None that I can think of. So what we should be thinking about is maybe the Ottoman. Should we be looking to go against them? Don't share stuff with the Ottomans. Saxony, you traitors. They're our major concern. Was that the same one? Aha. So institutions spread -5. Missionary, we don't care about missionaries. Missionaries in this will be useful when the thingy forms, but Vassal Swarm is so nice. I'd really like a Vassal Swarm. And you can't form Germany and have a Vassal Swarm. Because when you form Germany, it pulls you out of the HRE. But if I had electors... If I had electors as PUs or vassals, then I think I'd be voted in, provided I was the right religion. Be kind of funny to be Germany and have a vassal swarm, actually. Maybe that's what I'll go for. I think that maybe is the plan. I don't know whether it will work, but it's an idea, and it's something new I haven't considered before. So that'll be what we're going for. Let's, in the meantime, focus on what we're doing. Forming Germany. Let's have a look. Maybe you can't form Germany as the head of the HRA. Yep, very interesting. Oh god, we could claim Bavaria. No, we couldn't. I thought they had our thingy. Interesting. What about them? They don't have our thingy either. Noble from the House Stuart. What? How is Stuart? Are they married to England? No. Queen Regent Elizabeth Stuart. I think Hungary might be getting France under a PU. I think that's what's going on there. Regency for Louis Hunyadi. Oh, Laszlo Hunyadi. Okay. Wow, that's kind of crazy though. Although a PU under a PU breaks free. So even if Hungary were to get France under a PU, it would just make them really hard to freaking take. As opposed to anything else. Oh, did you just get... Oh. Jesus, poor Provence. Yeah. What do I want? Do I want to allow that? We'll wait. We will accept it, but I want to give access to all of these other pricks first. Anyone else asking? There we go. So my reason for doing that is just to up their opinion of us in the short term. Because once you give it to one side, then all of the other side. There we go. That's interesting. But they're still a valid vassal for us. It's quite mad. Surprised by that. So I think we could actually go to war with Venice fairly soon. Yeah, end of next year. Wouldn't mind. I could do with all of that stuff. The Ottos are going to slap them silly. Yeah, Venice, Aachen and Knights. Which is kind of odd, because Venice had quite the trade league under it. Salzburg, Alsace, Memmingen, Aachen, Ferrara should all be part of that, as far as I'm concerned. Maybe it doesn't work that way. Maybe the trade, you have to attack a trade partner for the trade partners to get involved, which is surprising, because I certainly didn't think that was the case. We'll have a look at next time one of these guys finishes up. We'll have a look. Do I want to give access to them? Nope, sure don't. And they're at war with the Otto boys. What have they declared over? If they've declared Conquest of Dalmatia, so my blocking access to there doesn't help slow down the war. So we'll allow access. Um, this would really be our time to strike against the Ottos, if at all. Wow. Thanks, guys. Aragon's attitude to enemy is far out. Jesus, Castile. Oh, all of these dickheads. It would be us, Brandenburg, and Urbino. And we're too broke to do it. God damn it. Okay, let's see if we can improve with... I mean, these guys are way out of range anyway. But if we can get an alliance there... I'll do it. Because we need to go on the Ottos before they get unstoppable. At the moment they've already got their terrifying... They'll already have their terrifying siege speed. But... we have the army capacity and the number of and the depth of loans that if we fought them in a two-front war we could probably come through it okay and weaken them up. Something idiots. Innovativeness. Yeah, whatever. We lost a diplomat. We make 5 from trade. It's arguably a good idea. Do we need dip rep for anything? Yeah, I guess we do. We want to be vassalizing. We want to be getting more allies to vote for us. Whole bunch of things. Yeah, no, I'm fine, thank you. First, well, this is the second session. So it's been a while. Okay, we're very close to getting them to vote for us, which is kind of cool. If we can improve with them just that wee bit more, we can't. But our aggressive expansion is going down, so their opinion of us is going up. We're on the right path. But we need it to be quicker than it is. If we could get rid of that aggressive expansion, we'd probably be fine. This is growing at a nice speed though. No one within the Empire fighting. The second one, what does it give us? We get an extra diplomat and dip rep. Yeah, I like that. Renew loan and foreign spy detection. Wow, who cares? Oh, we had Imperial Liberation against the Palatinate. How will we go on these? They've got Würzburg. It's only Würzburg. We can make someone else. And Ansbach as well, I guess. No, we'll go for the get some of these reforms as quickly as possible, and then what what is that? Legitimacy core creation. Yeah, I'd really like that. Tax and they get dip rep. I've never read a guide on maximizing this, the HRE growth, the HRE modifier growth, but I've got a feeling that you need to crush the Reformation, and yes, I'm not 100% sure on how we'll handle that. It may require us going religious next, God, and then filling out all of religious. Because you want to be able to do that. Sorry, that. But you can only do it on your neighbours. Neighbouring heathens and heretics. And I can do that anyway with claims. So I think what I need to be doing is taking back little spots of land all around the place. And declaring on someone who is holding someone else's land is a good way to do that. But not when they're an elector, because, well, they are an elector who's voting a random in anyway, voting in Baden. Yeah. Let's just pay down our debts and then think about that larger picture stuff later. Things are going well, thank you. No problems, no problems. Bavaria, Hungary. Come on, Bavaria, just die already. Dubrovnik was added by Ragusa. So Ragusa has just joined the Empire. I like that. Very cool. Now, funny idiot Venice would do the same, but that ain't going to happen. So that'll be interesting because I did with Hungary and Aragon. Actually, that would be great. If the Ottos were to attack them, yeah, I'd be very happy with that. France have rivaled us. Fine. What that does mean is that they get to ally our old mates, the Otto boys, very easily, which is kind of terrifying. Where are we at with these? 56? No. Oh, they have a treaty. Ah, the Ottomans did get... Actually, did they? They did. They got that. Daldakir, Mamluks, and Great Horde. If you would just ally us, Mamluks, we could both go against them and crush them. Not really crush them, but at least damage their aspirations for world conquest. Can we pay back a loan? We can. Umbrian is now ours. We can state that and core that. Good stuff. So the Pope's got cores on both. Umbrian is the... we're very close to getting these guys. We'll annex these and then... well, then I think start making claims on the Ottomans, or what will become the Ottomans, in very short order. Good news is these are allied with France and us, so I don't think the Ottos will go on them. It's possible they will, but we're hoping not. So Oh, that only went up to 89, not the 80, not the 190 I expected. All right, let's stop that. Now, annexing is a bit of a bummer because it reduces the number of nations in our empire, but that's okay. Liège are all with a bunch of people. Ugh, that means that's down. But, yeah, even with the war going on, we're still gaining 0.10. I'm happy with that. How much do these like us? That's 130. If we could do another 70, then that'd be 170 plus 25 from a gift or from Imperial Authority. I'm half tempted to annex these. No, I can't. I can't. I can't integrate for 50 years. Yeah, that's right. Poops. Okay. No, we're fine. We're fine. We'll annex our buddies. We'll repay that loan. Extend that one. So our reason for annexing these guys is because we're over by one, and also because I want their land. Is there a special core in there? No, that's just Urbino's core. Ferrara have a claim. Ferrara, damn. I would release that if I could as an OPM, but that won't work. I won't have a empty tag. I didn't think they should have been for a while. That's a good point. We have let our power projection dip in a massive way. So Denmark, Otto Boys, and Lithuania or France? Lithuania's rivals are Muscovy, who I'd very much like to get into bed with. France's rivals are England, Aragon, Mamluks, Muscovy. We'll see. The problem is France are allied to Hungary, and I don't want that to break. And I don't want Hungary to break with us either. So I think Lithuania may be the better option, though they're harder for us to get at. Oh, we could also do Poland. No reason not to go in Poland. They do have stuff we want. Actually, that's a good point. They've got stuff that we want. Allied with Lithuania. Oh. Let's have a look. God damn it. We could bring in Bavaria, but not them. They've got a truce. Not them. Oh, Denmark and Lithuania. Poland and Teutonic Order. I think this is a good war. Who would go with this? Only them. Teutons wouldn't. Poland would. Sweden would, but we could probably fix that. All I want is that. I want them to release Holstein. And we are gold. Why am I taking attrition? Oh, get off my land, Otto boys. I think Lithuania. France are too scary. I was improving with someone who really didn't like us. I've got a feeling it was these. Yeah. That shot right the hell up. Ah, that hostile inventor was them as well. Not ideal. Happily it wasn't enough to get them in a coalition against us. Let's look out here and see if we can't try and get some marriage action this way. Actually, God, I didn't even see the marriage was an option. Hell yes. Getting Russia in a PU would be the best thing we could possibly get. So, we'll definitely look out that way. Of course, we'll go back over our relations limit, but that's a good idea for us at the moment anyway. We need all the allies we can get. It's worth losing one Diplo per month. One tax in Linz, which is Linz. Don't want them losing. Yeah, that's fine. Let's get some free manpower. Not really worth it. Yeah, we'll leave that. Couple of months of cheap manpower. Cheap maintenance, rather. So we've maxed out the Mamluks. They've got too many diplomatic relations. Why is that? 3 alliances. Oh, I'm guaranteeing freaking Cyprus. Who gives a shit about Cyprus? Mamluks, make an alliance that will actually help you. Ya dorks. This diplomat should be doing any point there? Yeah, do that. Someone has been up to mischief. Who is that? Liège. They won't give it back either. Liège, you shits. What have you taken? Well, they haven't eaten anyone. They took land off Cholera, and Cholera still exists. So I'm going to leave that one. I don't mind. That's just fine by me. Loan repayment. April, May. No, we're not going to get that one, but we can get that one. This one's always terrifically hard to work out. 35 ducats or 50% tax for a year. So at the moment we're getting 35 on that, which would mean our base is 10.5 minus a third. 10.5 minus a third is about 3.5 times 12. No, 3.5 makes it 7 point something. So I think this gives us slightly more money. I was wrong. Crap, I'm always wrong on those ones. Oh well. Austria is starving, it needs a feast. You are not wrong. I really don't know. I think Denmark is probably the best choice. Once we've integrated these other guys, yuck. Our dip rep's going to go down too. Once we finish annexing those. Oh well. What about these? Getting everyone to vote for us when we've got Brandenburg under a PU is just gonna be so hard to do. Man, I think we're gonna lose the emperorship. I can't see how we're going to avoid... how we're going to keep the emperorship. I could bestow favors around the place at the cost of one of these each time I do it. Our army at the moment is 56. If we lose the emperorship, our army will go down to so manpower increases 31,000, land forces 27.5. 27.5. So we're not too far off that. Once we've annexed these. Yeah, I think we're going to lose the emperorship. I think we're going to... oh god, I don't know. That whole Brandenburg thing was a do it or don't or die kind of a situation. Yeah. Oh well, one of those things. I mean, we could go on Florence. Yeah, no, that's not ideal. Go on Modena. That would be easy enough. Go on Ferrara. Oh, they're nice and easy. Of course, all of those weaken the HRE, which is another should I or shouldn't I situation. Autonomy down or promoted cultures. Actually, should be careful of that. No, we're okay. We're just about done with him anyway. Another 5 months, I'd imagine. And then we'll accept Umbria also. Golden Roof, the glory of our dynasty. Hooray! We just lost a modifier. What was it, I wonder? Too slow to see it. So Muscovy we've maxed out. How do they feel about a marriage? Oh, they like a marriage. We'll go for that. We'll start losing yet another... yeah, more Diplo, but that's okay. For an alliance like that and the potential of a PU, definitely worth it. So we now have how many? 8 of 6. We'll finish annexing our buddies here, and we'll go down to 7 of 6. Oh, we've oh, that comes free this year. Who? Who do we try and improve with? We're already improving with them. Let's try and improve with these. Wouldn't mind making Bavaria an elector. Youch. Sungar will become a cardinal, or we get 100 admin. I think we want 100 admin. They will have our help. Jesus, we go negative dip. Sure. And we haven't quite finished improving with them. There was more we could do. Great, their stuff is now ours. Did we get any trade ships out of that? We got one trade ship. Let's protect trade in Venice and Ragusa, in fact. We'll send that ship over there and he can sleep. Shit. Yep, okay. They are now the Emperor. We now have more armies than we should. Jesus, that was by a lot more than I expected. We can make a new state, Emilia Romagna. It's only that. God, I don't know. Oh no, it wasn't them, it was Mimigan, wasn't it? What has got of the series? Well, I genuinely don't know. I've been pondering that. I just felt like playing in the HRE and felt like playing the PU game as much as possible. And yeah, so I thought I'd try out these guys. I haven't been Austria in a very long time, and I thought it would be kind of fun to give them a spin. 0.04, 16 non-empire, 12. What else did we lose? Ah, that's no big deal. And we lost some prestige growth, an extra possible advisor, a leader. Oh god, a dip relations. So we're now down to 5. Yikes. We've got a whole bunch of marriages we need to re-up, so let's do that. Marriages we need to re-up are these guys. That's cool. She's a very good Archduchess. We're not marrying them. We are marrying these. We lost a rival. How did we lose a rival? Lithuania. Oh, Venice. No? What? Who did we have rivaled before? Denmark, Lithuania, and I am confused. Anyways, let's try and work out who's the best rival. Nope, none of those are good to us. Burgundy aren't bad. Yeah, Bavaria, Muscovy. No, wrong flavor. Get EU4 on Steam. Yeah, absolutely do it, dude. Yeah, it is a super good fun game with so much to it. I think with 75% off, it's oh god, I wouldn't even want to try and guess. All the prices I see are in New Zealand dollars. No, I'm not sure. But yeah, 75% off is good. And yeah, you won't regret it. If you like Rome, you'll absolutely love this one. And with the constant swathes of new content coming out, there's actually a new one came out, I think it was the last couple of days, which I haven't gotten, because I want to finish this campaign, which I'd only played one session of. Very tempted to eat these guys. No air. It's a little concerning. But I need to work this out. Oh, Venice. There we go. Perfect. Yes, Venice. You're my rival. I'd like your stuff. So the Otto boys are hostile. Oh, there we go. They were no longer a valid rival to us because once we lost our... what do you call it? Yikes. That's so freaking low. Ouch. God damn, that's awful. Have to break our alliance here. Being 2 over is so annoying. It doesn't cost much, but it's almost a ducat a month. That didn't help our total. 0.87, no. So let's just focus on these guys, because screw these guys. Let's also... I'm worried about a coalition forming down here now that we've lost our... yeah. Yeah, it'll be around there somewhere. First play, any suggestions? I mean, there's lots of things there's lots of places to start. Austria aren't a bad nation to start with, in honesty. They've got lots going on in them, so you'll be forced to learn lots of mechanics quickly. But that's a good thing. if you are looking for a challenge for an easy nation, Ottomans are without a doubt the easiest. You have quite a clear path of what you need to do as Ottomans. You need to eat the Byzantines, you need to eat the Albanians, you need to eat the Balkan holdings, the Bosnia and Serbia, uh, and Venice. Kick Venice out of the place, and then you get to go on the Mamluks. So it's all nice progressive steps of difficulty, basically, and not too much trouble. I'd definitely recommend the Ottomans for anyone. England are a little bit tricky nowadays, so I probably wouldn't recommend them. France are nice and easy. They have a war that starts. You can start a war, which you can force England to start a war against you, which is a really fun thing to have happen. Very rare, because normally if you're declaring war, then they get to call their allies in. You don't necessarily get to call yours in. Whereas with France, you get a war immediately, where you get to make England attack you, and you bring all of your allies in to help you. So France is an equally good option. Everyone else has some weird stuff going on. Portugal are normally able to hide out on the side and just play colonization over in the New World. Castile sometimes have some grief going on, but they're viable. They have a decision at some point where they get to marry the leader of Aragon and thereby get a personal union for free, and that also brings in Naples, which is kind of huge, so you can do that too. Yeah, pretty much colonizer, semi-colonizer, but with nice events. Basic superpower with nice events, and outright superpower. All of those are very valid options. Muscovy I'd maybe leave for... Muscovy has a whole bunch of PUs at the beginning that make things weird, so I'll probably leave them for a bit. Mamluks, again, they've got a bunch of vassals, just a lot of mechanics that are kind of tricky to think up. Kind of tricky to keep track of, I suppose. So, yeah, I hope you do. It's a very fun game, which I'd highly recommend to anyone who asked. Yeah, we'll get that one, I guess. How many loans are we at now? 16 loans. Okay. We're getting under control. So we'll declare on Austria, that's part of this state. And obviously I'd like to eat that too. They've likely still got Crete, they do. So they're a pain in the butt, Venice. You have to build a massive navy to defeat them. They declared on QQ. Who are QQ allied with? Shirvan and Mazandaran. Don't really care about them. Oh, I already have a claim there. Interesting. If we were to declare on them today... Yeah, okay. We could make that happen. So the one thing we need to do is build some more galleys. We have 1 at present. They have at least 6 and 4 trade ships. What are those? Uh, 7 more trade ships there. So, I mean, I think what we need to do is just build as many galleys as we can. 18. No, let's just do them as we go. So, how much are they? 10 apiece. Do we want to cheer up the nobility and get money, or do we want to cheer up the burghers and get stab? Other way around. It doesn't really matter what we do. When can I ask them for money next? Oh, 2 months' time. We'll go for that. Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit of a waste, but that's okay. Because it does mean we get to do this. That's fine. We never really expected to keep that for long. Oh, what aren't we doing? We should be improving with... And we can now... that's a shame. I would have actually liked to use that. We don't have 10 home ports. Bit of a shame. When was that? November. So I chose the gold over the stability because we've got more of a problem with stability with money than stability at the moment. So we need to focus on that. Otherwise, I'd never ever do that. We can do it. It's just grayed out. There we go. Very good. Everyone's relatively happy with us. Should be easy enough to get happy when we ask them for monarch points in 2 years' time. We have enough to pay off some loans. Let's have a look at our navy. We can build 3 more galleys. But why build 3 more when you can build 7 more? Once we take Austria and Venice, our cap should go up a wee bit anyway. So that's a good thing. And by the time we've finished this claim on Venice, we should have enough galleys to fight them safely. Let's have a look at that actually. The Knights and Papal State. So Papal State has 2 and 1, that's fine. The Knights will have a decent sized navy, but no, not necessarily. General Atag, 15 government reform, and autonomy goes down. Great. Oh, I was very wrong about that claim. Our ships being done. Yeah, definitely do it, dude. And Venice the target? Yes. Yeah, well that's it. You've got to break through the mini wooden wall that these guys have to get at Venice. There we go. Gosh, that was tricky. We don't really need any spy network on them. What I might do instead is look over here. They're allied with Lucca. What I'd like is a land bridge through here, and Ferrara are probably the easiest way to go about it. We're not going to bother going for the HRE. It's too tricky. Bohemia are going to have too easy a time with it. They're going to ally up with the electors, and we can't do that. So what we're going to do is probably look outside the HRE to expand. We'll go through a couple of the member states. Actually, pretty much just Ferrara. We'll go through Ferrara and don't really care about Lucca so much. They're on the other side. They're in the Venice node. Not a big concern to us. Yeah, go through that way. Down into here makes a lot of sense to me. One problem is this whole freaking Brandenburg thing prevents us from getting that PU mission on Brandenburg. Yeah, we never had 5 electors wanting us. The whole Brandenburg thing happened too early. Oh well. C'est la vie. Let's have a look. When are our next ships ready? April. Okay. So in about 3 months' time we'll turn these on, and then we'll have our navy ready to go. We'll attack Venice, and we'll eat Venice, and we'll then be a major naval power, which I like the sounds of. That's a bummer, and do I care about that? Nope. No more peace with those. Actually, this can wait for a wee bit longer, can't it? What is the button? Control and group select grabs all of your ships. Renewing loans. Ooh. Group those, they can all go to sleep. And we'll actually be going in about 6 months' time. That said, let's turn this on. And who else was it? There's Aachen and Cholera. Oh, and Utrecht. That's alright. No problem at all. Ah. Uh-huh. How would I go about doing that? They're allied with France. Probably happier having them as an ally for the moment. We'll save that for later on. Average claim isn't enough for France to claim their throne, so I think as average legitimacy, what's it called? I think it's average claim. It needs to be weak for France to be able to claim their throne, so we're okay there. France falling under, them falling under a French PU would suck, but under us, not so bad. Well, under us, very much what we want. Right, making a bit of Rome, and bits of Rome. Oh, good stuff. Very good. So our new ships, January, February, March, April. Yeah, time to turn that on, and in 1 month, time to turn on Nitran Separatists. Bad luck. Hungary. 2 months' time, we'll turn our armies on. The ships, once they're built, aren't at full morale, so that's why we need to wait another month or two. But army maintenance can come up now. There's all of our lovely new ships. Oops. Oh, let's repair loan. Ships, all go there, please. New council. Dip rep, idea cost until the end of the game. Wow, that's a massive bonus. 1 dip rep And idea cost, we've got to do it, unfortunately. Sorry, Stab. That's nice though, good work. So Stab's down to 1, I believe. Yeah. We don't have a stability fixing guy. So do we do this? 153. No, we want this idea too much. Oops. And we're going to be expanding soon anyway, so we'll need to be coring. Not worth it. Right, our navy is just about finished. No, it's not. Another couple of months away. That's good, because these guys are another couple of months away also. What I would like, and what I should have done... Damn it. When we asked them for money, we could have got more money from them by getting an admiral. But we've got an admiral now, and he's... oh, we already had one. Must have been by event, but he sucks, so let's kick him out. And our king is our only general. Let's see if we can't get one from here. What does he look like? Oh, great. Okay, he's even got siege. Good. I'd rather have, when we've got no king, I'd rather have a, oh god. 35. Oh god, that's a lot of money, but okay, let's do it. We're looking to farm as much as we can. We're up to 15 already. I'm quite happy with that. How many loans is that? 2 loans. Ew. That's alright, we need to, we're going to be spending money anyway with this war, so it makes sense. $14.96. I still haven't actually bought that Rome game, and I really should. It looks really cool, and I think I'd really enjoy it. But it also has that learning curve, look to it. That when I can't even be bothered with Stellaris currently because of the slight change to things, it's unlikely that, and Stellaris I was playing regularly in a multiplayer game. Oh, very nice, thank you. And have all the stuff for missionary strength, local unrest, prestige, orthodox. Shit, I didn't think about that when I married a orthodox queen, did I? Shall we flip orthodox? I really like that idea, to be honest. Lose army professionalism, we've got none, so that's fine. Hey, there's all of our stuff. We can now... Wow, that's insanely low. Emissary to the Pope. $60, $75. We could get a cheap Inquisitor. 25%, and then he'd be... Is it cheap? No, he wouldn't be a cheap Inquisitor anyway. God damn it. We can go... He's fine. He's too expensive for us to employ anyway. We need to give something to our friends, the nobility. Don't want to give anything to the nobility, really. That will have to do. Oh, shivers. Oh, god damn, that's a pain in the butt. Uh, yeah, really not good. Frick. That will go down by how much? By 10? We may... I never do this normally, but we'll let this... the 8 military power that we get this month disappear, because... hopefully... Nope. Still. Too damn far ahead. So we have to spend this somewhere. Where could we spend it? Well, let's declare on our friends the Venetians anyway. Oh, let's move some armies into position, I suppose. We want to ambush some of their ships if we can, which we are right now. Venice, I'd like to declare war upon you, please, my friend. Venezia, we can bring in Hungary, Bavaria. Who's useful here? We'll definitely bring in Milan. Aragon, Bavaria. I'm tempted to go Bavaria because we farm favors with them quickly. We've got 25 with Aragon, so we could bring them in. We've got 36 with them, so we're definitely bringing them in. And Hungary, we're at 29. We don't really need them. Let's just go for these guys. Out of interest, could we bring in Bohemia? We could. We don't have any claims on Bohemia though. It's not really worth it. Sup, St. Lauren, how you doing? Can develop? Yeah, I was thinking about it. Don't particularly want to. It is cheap. Yeah. So where were we? Bavaria, Milan. I don't think I could core over here, could I? Who was it? Holra and... No, I'm sure they're... Or, no, the Emperor can call within the HRE, but other people can't. Is that right? God, it's been a long freaking while. Screw it. Let's just do it. I don't really care. We don't want the aggressive expansion anyway. Milan, yes. Who was it? Bavaria, yes. That's fine. We're going to make a lot of money. We'll make everyone give us their cash. We're attacking. Well, some of their ships are out. Great. Let's bring Hungary in, just two, just because. And not Aragon, because I want to farm their favors. We don't want Istria. We want Venezia. And... anyone that we can get in a fight with over here that's fun? Nope. 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 And, yeah, Cyprus? Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna take the knights. I'm gonna eat the knights. They're gonna be ours. I like it. Right, straight in there, please, lads. Oh, you'll have a hard time with that, I imagine, with that battle going on. Hooray! Straight in, and you come support. Very good. You can now go there, friend. And hopefully someone's got some transports to get at the knights. Because that's a problem that we have with no Oh, we've got 6 transports. Better than nothing. Oh, we're fighting the Pope too. Go get the Pope, please, someone. Milan, that's your job, pal. Bohemia are the boss again. I think the only way we're getting emperorship back is by no, not about declaring, about coring. Bavaria occupied Istria and handed it over, I hope. Yes, good. Let's go back this way. In fact, we could have... No, that's right. It was his brother that was the one who was good at sieging, wasn't he? 8 times... What are we? April... Let's just see if we can get one dude with siege. Crap. Nope. Oh well. I mean, the other guy's got siege, but just not the most. Let's see if people will join with this one. Where are you off to, pal? Oh. Where are they going? They're just skirting back and forth through there. The bastards. Savoy, own it, fine, whatever. Oh, there's our claim on Ferrara. Allied with Luke. We'll see what our aggressive expansion is looking like afterwards, I suppose. Outraged, yep. Good. Where? Ah. That's the way. Who else are we fighting up here? There and there. Yeah, it's a sizable army. We've only got our dudes. I'm over fighting this ourselves already. Let's turn down our maintenance. Let everyone else take the glory. And we'll take the land. What is this? Emperor cannot ask for unlawful land if either you or he is at war. you sure about the Emperor being at war? Very interesting if that's the case. I genuinely had no idea. And unlawful territory reduces opinion. Yeah. Yup. Here. Yeah, that -10 unrest is always good fun. Yeah, and with Bohemia running things because of the Brandenburg PU, we're not in the best of situations. What do we want? Lose 10 prestige and some opinion? Yep, fine. Oh, I should really be aiding this siege, shouldn't I? There's our, no, it was that. Okay. Oh god, now I'm left with the decision. Do I go for a military idea, or do I go for... We should probably go for religious, really. And our focus is on admin at the moment, so I think this is the... This is a okay play. How are we going against their navy? Oh, cool. Captured ship modifier. I can dig it. We'll do some healing and then we'll go... Problem is we have only 6 transports. Who came into this with us? Did we bring... No, we didn't, did we? That's what we wanted. Now, do I really care about blocking the Reformation if I can't take the damn Emperorship back? Emperor pieces out separately. He'll ask. If he was in your war, he'll ask after you piece out. If he is your ally, he may still ask. Really? I've never had an ally ask. That's interesting. Yeah, AE would make sense, I suppose, if you had him not really wanting the alliance anymore. Frustrating thing is that... God, the only thing I can eat is that the only thing I can think is that we eat Brandenburg. Because we're never going to get rid of that -50 malice otherwise. That controlling other electors thing is just a... Well, no. We could vassalize more electors. Just annoying that we're never going to get to the mission tree because of situations that were completely outside of our... Because of the Brandenburg situation, which was hand them over to Poland or fight Poland and we control them. Could release them. They'll hate us. We'll lose dip rep. I can't remember exactly what it is, but it's not great fun. Which one is this? Nope. And yes. So we've got to choose one of these. I hate religious ideas. I hate it so much. Ah, their unrest is papal separatists at the moment. We need that to go away. I need to accept Umbrian actually. Let's do that now. Just want those damn Orthodox rebels. So I could convert it, but no, those rebels are way too high. What can I do to deal with them? You can still get it. Vassal, PU, small electors, yeah. Oh, if we have a look at the freaking modifiers, I haven't. This is still 1.127.2, so I've done the conversion. It wasn't too bad. Although that said, the conversion I did was Sunni to what do you call it, which is probably easiest. But yeah, these modifiers just suck. Even before I had Brandenburg, I had trouble getting relations because I'm trying to get PUs instead, so I'm allied to all of these pricks. Castile, Aragon, Muscovy, Brandenburg. Actually, we've got an alliance with Milan we don't need. We really should probably drop that after this war. How far are we through? Yeah, we've got a while before we get the lowered impact. So marriages are still a little bit tricky to play with. Palatinate actually sprawled a wee bit, so they're quite large, and they have been a pain in the butt for us for the entire thing. Same culture group, dip rep, prestige. Just because they've got alliances, as soon as they have that alliance, they get that 198, where you can only get the 100 from relations without an alliance. I think Bohemia are just sweeping in and... No, they're not. I was going to say sweeping in and allying the electors, but they're not. Yeah. Regardless, their Saxony will flip. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. If we annex an elector, you become an elector, is that right? No, sorry, if you integrate an elector. Integrate. If they have been sex, that's two, not Bohemia. You have to inherit it. Oh god, okay. Poop. Right. Gotcha. Anyway, on this front, what do I want to do? Religious ideas to fight the Reformation and then join the HRE. Sorry, not join the HRE. Make peace of Westphalia. Which isn't easy. Ugh, God. Right, I'm gonna forget about that. Let's focus on the war. We can work that out when we've actually got some points to play with. Yeah, that separatism is just too high for us to do much with. Had that event that flipped them Orthodox happened earlier, I may have gone for it. No, good. I didn't think I'd seen anything about the Reformation, but I thought perhaps they had flipped Protestant. No, we'll take the admin, thanks. That guy did not last for very long. So we do have relatively cheap inflation, dude. But he's not cheap enough to really tempt me. Not when he's a tier 3. Would have been nice to get him at half price. I would have been tempted to pay that now. Yep, sure, missionary bloke, you do your thing. Yep, I was considering. Hey, we've finally got a freaking heir. Points are better than money. I freaking hate religious ideas. No, I'm not doing it. We're going, well... We don't need too much help with institutions. Tech reduction cost is always amazing, but I guess if we're not going... Yeah, we're not going that, we'll do that. Fine, 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 fine. Our ship's almost healthy again. Not too far off. Oh, wow. Were they really? Oh, they are in the war with us, aren't they? Savoy. You naughty boys. Austria, Lucca, and Florence. Well. Who's blockading us and where? Let's sail over and have a look at the knights. I'd very much like to take that. Give us a fun way of confusing the AI. So they've only got 5 troops there. We could try and land 6 there with our mighty 6 transports. We could land there and just finish off them. I guess that's probably the most sensible idea. Do we need to piece them out? Why am I still spying on these? Far out. Not required. Who were they allied with? Lucca. We're going to get enough aggressive expansion in there anyway, aren't we? Oh, we can do this already. But yes, we do have that slight problem. Salzburg, what about without Austria? Jesus. Switzerland, Salzburg, Siena. Gosh. So it's kicked off. I think it is tempting, seeing as we're not the Emperor. We might as well. I think we'd be the head of the Protestant League if we took over. Well, when it fires. Cheers, St. Lauren. So only taking Venice still causes that much. Far out, man. Yeah, annexing a member of the HRA. I forgot all about that modifier. God damn it. So my only chance really is to keep this freaking war going forever. Which was not high on my list of to-dos. I'd much rather be flipping Protestant right now. We have Crete. Where's our navy? Oh. Yeah, sure, I guess. Oh, this is ridiculous. Far out. Venice won't matter. Ferrara will. Florence will. We're gonna have to eat our way through this aggro. Means of war with Florence and Lucca. Ferrara and Lucca are allied. So Venice will be pieced out. Siena is pieced out. It'll be only Florence and Genoa that are untouched. Switzerland, fuck, will join later. Ferrara and Lucca, we've got to declare them now. I can't see another way around it. Yup. Jeez. This is not the peaceful freaking diplomatic game that I was planning. I'd have to say pretty much the exact opposite, in fact. But hey, I reigned in Italy. Savoy, improve relations, right, whatever. I'm waiting for those guys to be up to full maintenance, and then we're going to attack Ferrara. Cyprus owns Cyprus. They're allied to the Mamluks, or guaranteed by the Mamluks, I think. 3.6, we can wait one more month, can't we? Right, sorry Ferrara, you would be grumpy with us, so we need to attack you. Oh, Venice's navy somehow came back here. Let's go in there and blockade that siege. It's into farmlands. It's 9.9 versus. Don't much like this fight, but sure. Where did their army? Okay. Am I right? Lucca are going to be pieced out. Ferrara are going to be pieced out. Florence, we're okay. Venice will be pieced out. Genoa we'll be okay. So, what I'd like to do is actually take that to... because I want to be down here, I want to be in the Ottomans' faces. I want to have a reason to go against them, and the ability to go, well, to attack from two different areas. Although that said, their navy's always so massive that it's not a big advantage, is it? They've got land here that we can claim through. That does give us claims on some really nice land. It's not even that nice at the moment. Would allow us to release Byzantium, have them as a vassal. That'd be pretty cool. Provided we manage to beat the Ottomans, of course. What a warlike freaking game. Don't think we've got anyone else attacking us, but I'm sure the game will find someone to attack us sooner rather than later. Oh, one free diplomat. I'm not going to bother with the knights. We just want... Actually, we could eat them entirely. The only other one that joins is Siena. That will mean Venice is gone entirely, I believe. Oh. Ah, so I could take both of these. That'd be quite cool. Oh, they're not, no, that's with those. Okay. And that's with those. And that's with these little shits. So not really worth taking anything. Well, taking Crete would be fun. Shame Crete isn't Byzantium as well. That's so ridiculous that I can't take that as well. No. Can't reasonably take that either. So... we could make them our vassal. What does that do? 39... 51. So freaking high. They're our rival, idiot game. We should be allowed to do what we want to them. Humiliate. There we go. Humiliate. And war reps. That's the way. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, we got 37 power projection, Milan. Only got 7. Interesting. We can afford this dude now. And probably turn our maintenance up a wee bit more than that. Yep, oh, shivers, we'll do that first and then that. They're black flagged, not much to be done with them for the moment. We need our navy healed up. And it needs to be blockading. Yeah, well, Ottomans are the biggest concern that I have. They are huge and, as always, doing whatever they want to do. That's why the alliance here would be great, but they're just uninterested. They keep having too many diplo relations. Yep, sure, go for it, buddies. Country needs them, or no, we'll go for that one. Hey, we can get our first ability, because humiliation, I should have thought about that a long time ago. And that as well. So, things we'd like. I mean, that's pretty freaking important. And I wish I had have realised that we were coming up to one soon, and I would have avoided all the nonsense. Yep, that's not going to happen. Let us instead... we're just going to take all their money and stuff. So, once our navy's finished... In fact, no, we'll wait for a wee bit. Let's do this. In the meantime, we've got that, which is going to... nope, and... kind of tempting. Morale and maintenance and dev. Then I could get construction boost. I don't have the money for it. We've got a lot of loans to pay off. Let's just leave things as they are. All under control. Slowly sieging away. Thinking maybe we should... No, home node. Let's have a look. So we get a trade power penalty. I think it would make sense to move here. Yeah, we also control 3 of the trade ports. We should probably look to hand those over, in all honesty. They've already got that one, and they can have that one too. Any point to that? Beyond just money. No, that's fine. They can have that. Nice surprise. Very good. Not that them seceding was a big concern anyway. If we had have taken all of Venice, then you will have seen me scroll over the peace deal thing a bunch of times. The reason... That was badly timed. The reason that I can't do this is because you'll see at the bottom of that window these countries might join a coalition against Austria. When your aggressive expansion is too high, which we see in this window here, anyone who has negative 50 aggressive expansion and a negative opinion of you will join a coalition against you. So Florence, for example, are grumpy at us for a whole variety of reasons, and we have expanded near them and against members of their religion, Catholicism, enough that they really dislike us. We've taken all of this stuff, we've taken all of that in a matter of 40 years. They're very grumpy with us. So your aggressive expansion ticks down each year, but not a huge amount, and so they're currently in a situation where they hate us, they're scared of us, they're outraged at what we've done, and if we were to expand any more, they'd join a coalition against us. So that's Florence, Ferrara. Ferrara wouldn't matter because they'd disappear, but we'd end up with Venice, Florence, Genoa, Lucca, Savoy, Siena, Salzburg, all joining in a coalition together, which is an unbreakable alliance. Well, no, not quite true. It's a coalition forms. They will almost always attack you, or if they think they're strong enough, they'll attack you. And then you won't be able to piece them out individually. You'll only be able to piece out the war leader, the coalition leader, and yeah, that's just, well, sorry, not the coalition leader, the member of the coalition who declares on you. He will automatically bring all coalition members in, and until you defeat him and beat up the other coalition members enough, they won't peace out. So it's a really ugly war that you want to avoid if at all possible. We could probably tank it. We wouldn't be far away from tanking it if one or two of our allies accepted the call to arms when they declare on us, but it's less likely that your allies will accept a call to arms when it's a coalition war, so it's a little bit dangerous. It's a kind of game-breaking situation if you end up with a too large coalition. Yeah, and this isn't worth it. For the sake of a land bridge, not worth it. Well, it is a nice amount of development there as well, but it'll only get better. We can grab it in the future. In the meantime, our focus needs to be down here. Do you know Cyprus would have been good? We could have gone against the Mamluks. Because we'd probably have a larger navy than the Mamluks as well. None of the Mamluks allies. Well, we want to be allied with the Mamluks, but they're not wanting to ally us. So it's all a hassle, all a pain in the butt. Cool. Muscovy are taking this stuff up here. They're getting closer to forming Russia. Admin cost reduced or military cost reduced. We'll go for military. Oh. Someone's already got level 8 of it. Wow. And they got it 2 years ago. Jesus. We won't be getting any admin tech because we're going to be spending admin there. We're spending Diplo there, so it makes sense that military. Hopefully we can get a military one really early. No worries. Asking about mechanics, it's cool, man. It's a thing that I don't explain enough, I would imagine. Always useful for people to know. Oh, so we could come out here and attack that navy. Is that worthwhile? Yeah, why not? We'll try and steal some ships. Free ships are always fun to have. Hey, 5 free ships. Very nice. So, end of this month we'll actually start ferrying our troops home. They're not doing much, hanging out in Crete. Separatism is going down a bit slower than I expected. There we go. So we've won that war. Oh wow, we ended up with enough transports to grab that army in one fella swoop. Great. So we can keep this war going. The reason why keeping it going makes sense is because it means that we can drag out their peace treaty longer. We'll let these repair, then we'll go fight the combined Ferrar and Lucan army. What do we want? Aggressive impact? Nope. They still won't take this freaking alliance, man. Wow, they're up to 94. I need to keep an eye on that. Duldakir. We're allied with the Mamluks, I believe. Yep. So Ottomans wouldn't have declared that war if they weren't going to win it. Not good. Not good at all. They're very close to Saxony. Well, I think we're going to flip. Actually, that's a good point. A good reason for not being at war is that we want to flip Protestant now. Do I want to attack that navy? How big's our navy at the moment? We're already considerably larger than we ought to be. All of your money, please, and that and that. Oops, that and the. Very good. We'll just take all of their trade that we possibly can. Cool. Now, we need to assign a new rival. Switzerland are a valid rival for us. That's interesting. They're allied with Bohemia, Hesse, and Ravensburg. For some reason, Savoy. We can't rival Savoy. That's who I'd rather be rivaled with. No. Oh, wow. They ate Provence wholesale. Jesus. Once they've finished... Oh, no, they have finished. They've called that and that and that. I want to go on them. Wow, Protestant is down there. Okay, let's flip Protestant immediately. No probs. Yes, thanks. Okay, we are now Protestant. We have one short rival. I feel like Savoy should become available to us as a rival soon. God. Oh, that's right, we lost a lot of prestige doing that. I forgot about that. Been a long time since I've been Protestant. You seem to be able to take capitals like you did with Venice. Well, so the games that I've played have all allowed it. The Paradox games I play are CK2, Crusader Kings 2, this, Victoria 2, and Stellaris, and none of those have restrictions against taking capitals. I'm surprised Rome doesn't allow it. I mean, the Romans' treatment of the Carthaginians would be a prime example of it happening. So that's surprising that it doesn't allow it. Does it not allow it even if it's their last property? Oh, hang on. You can take the capital before the rest of the territory. Usually it's the last. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I kind of agree. I kind of see what you're saying. I guess in Rome it's a slightly different vibe in that the capital is the be-all and end-all of a people. The empire isn't really like the Carthaginian Empire wasn't so much. Well, it was a lot lower. There were less people of the Carthaginian culture over in Hispania than there would be in this era when Austria take over Spain. Maybe that's the argument for it, that the capital is where all of the people of that culture live, and everything else is just sort of nominally theirs, as opposed to in this situation where the people are... Well, no, this game still has culture and stuff. I don't know. I can't answer that question. It's an interesting one, and I don't have a good enough answer for it. I'm really not sure, sorry. But yes, you absolutely can take capitals in this. They cost a lot more. They are usually more developed. Therefore, there's other stuff you have to take into account. But yeah, you 100% can take capitals, and it is 100% worth doing, particularly in a situation like this. So we can put our fighting fleet to sleep. We'll put our trade fleet. They'll lose money. Oh, wow. We lose money protecting everywhere. That's bizarre. Let's go there, because I don't know if that's true. I think the game may be wrong. We are pushing from there. Let's instead push from there. And see what our trade ships say now, wherever they happen to have gone. Yeah, okay. That's better. Cool. Protestantism is entrenched. So we've got a couple of nodes at the top. Shit, we didn't get a node. We were too slow. Yuck, that's really bad. We want them spread out as far as they can be. And I really wanted us to have one. That's annoying. Oh well, not much to be done about that. What could we do about that? We could flip this over to religious and get that one free missionary. I think maybe that's a good idea. We're going to throw out religious as soon as we've finished converting, but I think it's worth it. Oh wow. No, we want to keep our Inquisitor for the moment, don't we? We do have a spare diplomat. Spare diplomat should be doing that, I guess. Venice is now ours. We should hand this over to the burghers. That'll put them up to 99.2%. And at 100 they start rebelling. Not really worth doing. Unless we can draft... Nope, we still don't have 10 ports. And we can't get money for 2 more years. No, I think we'll just leave it. We can give it to them later. Took Rome, made it Protestant. Yeah, that has happened before. I have seen that happen before. Oof. Yeah, we'll do that. There's not enough countries that are Protestant at the moment. We'll go for the church power. Still can't get those. It's a shame. Burgundy transferring. Wow. They're pretty much just a France vassal in all but name. Guaranteed by France is no good to us. I really wanted Savoy. Hungary, Poland, Denmark. Screw it, let's just go Poland. I don't want to be losing our power projection. They already dislike us. Fine. Fine. Repay that loan. Yes. Oh, this is a point. Let's get that other one by developing Vienne by 2. Oh, no. By developing Venedig by 2. Jeez. I really don't want to be spending any of my monarch points on development at the moment. What would it get us? I mean, I love getting Splendor, but nothing all that important in there. It's nice to get that, it's nice to get that, but, and that's great too, but, yeah, not that important. There's not enough farmlands in the area where we want to be fighting for us to focus it down. No, we won't develop, which is odd, but we need our points. Who hates us? Oh, yep, that's fine. Losing prestige is no big deal when you're at negative 40 anyway. I really did not expect that. Their opinion of us is very low. So let's disable embargo rivals and improve with them. Oh, we lost the excommunicated. It would have been a could have been a good idea to break alliance with them earlier. How is our Game of Thrones going anyway? Poor by the looks. As usual, it never does what I want it to. Habsburg. That's about it. Oh no, that's us. Got excited for a minute there. Wrongly. So the good news is that under Bohemia it's still growing. It's not a bad thing. It needed peace in the Empire to still be growing, but that's okay. Oh, oops. So we do have our forts at full maintenance, which we should not have. That's why we're not making quite as much money as I thought we were. So personal unions in this occur when there's three ways they can happen. When you share the same dynasty as another country, you can they can die, and if it's at the right, there's a cycle in the background. In about 10% of, no, it's not even that. It's like, I think it's 5 years of every 100. So you've got a 5% chance of the, well, 5 of every 100 years, and there's a weird cycle to it. The cycle starts when the emperor dies, or a new person takes over the papacy, and that, if I understand it correctly, starts the cycle. In the first 5 years of that cycle, and I think I'm wrong on it resetting it to 0, but in the first 5 years of the 100-year cycle, you can, if someone you're married to, if the ruler of someone you're married to dies without an heir, they'll fall under either you or under someone else in a personal union. So that's the best outcome possible. That happens immediately. For the next chunk of the cycle is 20%, I think. 20 years of the cycle. So this will bring us up to a total of 25. If the ruler dies, then a person of your dynasty will take control. And once they've got your dynasty, other stuff can happen. The rest of the time, they... Oh god, now I'm wondering. The other 75 years, they... God's sakes, it's really intricate. The premise is that you want to get, of what I'm trying to do, is I want to get as many royal marriages as I can without going crazy. At the moment I'm probably going crazy. I probably don't need to have 7 of 5. But it's fine. It means that we lose 2 Diplo per turn, which isn't good, but it's not the end of the world either. So I've got all of these marriages in hopes that when one of their rulers dies, we'll get to take over, or at least we'll spread our dynasty. At the moment, that is not the case. Yeah. These two are now the same dynasty. It's entirely possible that they'll join together and form Spain, which is a pain in the ass. Didn't want that. What else? We've got these guys here. Nope. They've got a... I don't know who she is. Consort Regia von Wittelsbach. Okay. So the consort is a von Wittelsbach as well. And their heir is von Wittelsbach. And who else are we married to? Milan. No, we're not married to Milan because the government type prevents it. Brandenburg we have as a vassal, as a PU. And Muscovy we have... No, I was hoping that we'd get an heir in there, but sadly not. Rudakovich it is. So, yeah. So the Game of Thrones is really not working out too well, but that said, I clearly don't remember how it works either, so I'm not optimizing it. But once you've got someone ruling another country, someone of your dynasty ruling in another country, if they end up with a weak heir, you can claim their throne and take control of it. If you have to beat them in a war, they can bring in their allies. You can't, or you can't automatically bring in your allies, where they automatically can. If you get to a certain point, then they fall under a personal union with you, which is cool. What happened with Brandenburg early on and kind of ruined this entire game was they were married to both us and Poland, and it was in that first 5-year period they automatically fell under a personal union of Poland, Because we were Poland's rival, we had the choice to compete for that claim because we also had a claim on their throne. So we went to war with Poland. Happily, we were able to bring in Hungary. So us and Hungary combined to beat up Brandenburg, Poland, Lithuania, and take the claim of Brandenburg. So it was the hard way to go about getting a PU. Ideally, we would have had it fall directly under us and been able to fight Poland defensively. But because Poland were larger than us, had more prestige than us, a number of situations, their claim ended up going to them instead of us. So what we can see here with Hungary, Regency, if he dies, Regency, Royal Marriage, yeah, it doesn't really tell us. They've got an heir. But, where's another example? Brunswick. Brunswick. So if this leader dies right now, Lüneburg and Oldenburg will go to war over the crown. And the reason that will happen is because Saxe-Lauenburg. Oh God, why would Lüneburg take control here? Oh, because they're of the same dynasty as Lüneburg. That's weird. I would genuinely have thought that Saxe-Lauenburg would get a claim in here. Yeah, it's all super confusing. Much more confusing than CK2. And CK2 is super confusing. So, it's good stuff. All good fun. I am rapidly losing my voice though, so I think I might... good, that's what we like. Well done. Automatic conversions. Yeah, I don't know how much longer I'll keep going for, given that my voice really is packing up on me. Oh, there we go. I was just thinking we must be close. Who did we lose? We lost our statesman. Don't really want any of those. But we need to have someone, because our diplomacy is so poor. Nope, we already got one of those. Crap. It's a real pain in the ass that this cost doesn't fluctuate, that it isn't reflected by the current control of the estate, that it's only when you first hire him. Really sucks, because these guys are super in control, and their advisor that they were going to give us still cost the freaking earth. Nothing like what we can afford. So instead of getting some idiot, oh far out. There's a loss of Diplo, great. Far out. Not good, not good, not good at all. Oh, this is cool. These are actually being converted by religious centers. So we don't need to do them. They're being done automatically for us. What are we down to now? 14 would be my guess. 13. Good. Are we improving with our allies? That's why some of those alliances are looking shaky. We hadn't been improving with them. Alright, we're racing through our provinces nicely. I'm surprised this isn't... I thought this increased when we... Oh, what's this? Nobility, we gain that and we lose admin. Nope. Let's just lose some more prestige, that's fine. Give us some more men, you bunch of dicks. So we've got way more manpower than we actually need. Shit. They've rivaled Castile. Yuck. And they lost against the Ottomans again. Oh no, Castile have rivaled them. Shit. Really not good. I mean, maybe if we... Maybe if Russia gets strong... Oh yeah, good. They're eating into Lithuania. Surprised they didn't call me in. Oh, it's not them. Teutons, Denmark, Sweden and Norway. Oh, that's nice. And probably worth taking advantage of. Does cost 200. No, we'll leave that. But that's excellent. Look how much money we get from production now. 1 ducat from Venice alone in production. Let alone the amount that it gives us in trade. I bloody love it. So we'll keep an idea on this. Yes. Keep an eye on this was what I was actually meaning. Let's transport some of these guys across. And you too, pal. Missionary strength +1. And local unrest changes to Orthodox. So Umbrian and Kona. Oh no, sorry, that's Umbrian rather. We've got our maintenance up, we sure do. We'll put our navy back to sleep. Oops, back to sleep. This sucks. Burgundian crisis. How the shit did that happen? Oh, Bohemia got it all far out. Oh, that's a real pain in the ass, that. So we really wanted that to fire when we were the Emperor. But while we were the Emperor, the bastard Burgundians didn't have any, didn't ever not have an heir. So I figured it wasn't going to fire, but of course it did. It fired when their freaking pals took over. That's a real pain in the arse. That is. This is not spreading near as much as I'd like. We're going to end up with a very weak Protestant League. Ever be able to own Hungary and Brandenburg ourselves? Yeah, absolutely. We've got missions that allow them to become our personal union, fall under personal union with us. Hungary I'm not prepared to try yet. What I'd rather see is Ottomans. Well, I don't know what I'd want really. What I need is them not in that alliance with France. That's the actual requirement. They've got the same freaking thing. There's a very good chance that these idiots could fall underneath these guys. Which is all sorts of shonky. But we'll, yeah, just have to see how we go really. Let's do there. Open borders to all Protestants. We gain 10 prestige. Stab goes up. Nope. We'll go for that one. I want that church power. With more church power we get to choose aspects of faith, which will allow us to do cool stuff. Get there quickly, lads, Jesus. That is a horrendously close fight. Do not like that. You're good. Let's do you. Let's turn our maintenance down. Alright, we're making money again. We've finished improving with Brandenburg. Good. Let's do our other allies. We need France to declare on England again. Because wars across there cost them a lot, take them forever, and would make them less likely to join in a war against Hungary. Oh shit. This is what I was worried about, Castile. Are we improving with Castile? Good, we are. We're at 95 with them already. Why are they not into this? Just opinion, really. So we can improve it enough to keep it, I think. We do definitely have a marriage, yeah. Flip to Protestant. King Trastemara. That'll fix that problem you've got there. Shit! What the fuck? That should not have broken. Well, we should be able to get it back. Nope. Shite. Getting penalties for army and navy strength, that's bizarre. We'll put our maintenance up and God, Aragon's only strong ally is us. If France declare on them, we are fucked. We will lose that in a big old way. I think it's time to dissolve this alliance. I don't want to take the diplomatic hit from refusing. Okay, so what we did there is we broke with them because it's very likely that France is going to attack them. They've got no allies apart from Lucca and Ragusa, which are both one province minors and absolute shitters of allies. We also wanted to be allied to Castile because they have at least a Portugal as an ally. It's possible that between Castile and I we could beat France, but only just. Portugal would help a tiny bit. And yeah, that alliance with Aragon we would have had to break, otherwise we would have been fighting France pretty much by ourselves because of the strength of Aragon. They're just not strong enough. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Castile, Bavaria, let's try and improve there. That's super low because we're a... Oh, because we haven't improved with them at all. And we are a neighbouring heretic religion, right. Real shame we didn't get a... Yeah, this is a very tough France. They've taken all of Brittany, they've taken all of Provence. Oh no, sorry, Savoy took Provence. But they've taken all the English stuff. And they've taken some stuff of Burgundy as well. They're really tough. They are not the kind of thing we want to mess with. Yeah, we did the right thing. Getting rid of Aragon. Now the interesting thing is that France will likely force them to let go of Naples, or may do. If they do that, we might be able to go on Naples, so I think it makes sense for us to start spying on them. Because once they come free of Aragon, they won't have any allies, and if they come free of Aragon, they won't have any allies, and they've got plenty of land that we very much want. This would make us a whole lot stronger, and I can dig it. What are Bohemia up to here? Oh Jesus, they're allied to France, fuck. Yuck, okay. Bohemia have that whole thing, so I'd write the hell up. We get one longbow troop in Treviso, or 12 heretics rise up. What would the heretics be? Oh, they'd be Catholic. Nope, we don't want that to happen. Let's wake that up. Let's turn this up. Let's get those over there. And those also over there. Jesus! Calm the hell down, game. Südtirol is there. At 5-3, we can probably... How many was it? 40% chance. Yep, we lost out on a 40% chance. Good. Alright. Good thing about fights like those is that you get your... hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many are we over? Oh, we're not. Okay. Cool. So you guys can... so from a fight like that, your morale comes back really quickly. And some forceful persuasion. Yes. Now I want to make sure. Yeah, cool. So neither of our provinces got switched. Good to know. And we've almost finished our conversions, which means that hopefully soon the centres of reformation will be focusing somewhere else, because at the moment there's nowhere near enough spread up here, and it's really only us that have embraced beyond these other little dudes, which ain't that cool. We want heaps of the HRE to be Protestant, because we want to win the Protestant War and take the take the emperorship again. We can get another... No, we don't want to get that one, because as soon as we've finished these conversions, we're flipping off religious back to humanist. Good. They're not as radically overpowered as they were. Shite, that's bad timing though. That'll go up to 85. And we really want them at 90. Can we give this to them without them going over? Nope. At 90% they give you a bit more money, well, quite a bit more money, but that's fine, we'll just take this. No need to get reckless. The Admiral was crap. 3 of 3, that's fine. Nope, we don't want to do that. And we can select a naval doctrine. We'll select what is it called? There. Galley combat ability plus 15. We'll be doing most of our fighting within the Mediterranean in the short term. Okay, there's about to be another rebellion there. Oh joy. We've just lost a bunch of marriages, some of which we won't be able to get back, I would expect. Hungary are up for it. These guys are up for it. Good. Good. Okay, that hasn't helped us at all though. I didn't turn up our maintenance on our army. Freaking idiot. I moved them there, but didn't do the other part. Happily we didn't get stack wiped. We could have been. Probably rightfully should have been. Because I screwed that up. I'm just going to count my lucky stars that we weren't. Let's turn that on to prevent them from actually having an effect on that port. You guys should be asleep, not healing. So because we had that fort on there, they're taking that shouldn't have affected anything, and we can just wander back here, wait for them to land on us, and we should be fine. France attacking them. Stop blocking them, please. Whoever's trade ships that is. Oh god, it's everyone's frickin' trade ships. Get out. These trade ships are blocking these rebels from crossing over, but I want them to cross over. Pain in the backside. Crap. Too slow on that. Right, lucky last. Oh, in fact, no. One of them is busy. These rebels are never going to get a chance to cross. That really sucks, because we have to attack them now, and we take the -2 crossing penalty for it. Thanks ever so much, idiot Venetians and idiot Ferrarans. You caused us to lose several thousand men, and the money that it cost to re-recruit them to find reinforcements. Is Naples sieged? Yeah, by the French. French are at war with their boss Aragon, and so are causing trouble. So we want that claim there. Oh, hey, we have church power. So, we've finally gotten to 100 of these. I don't know why we did, but apparently we did. And we get to choose one of these things. Legitimacy would be nice. Prestige is probably more important. Let's do that. So we gain 2.4 per month. Base 25 monarch power times 0.1. Genuinely have no idea what that means. But that's okay. Are we done with that yet? Nope, we're still going. Last two conversions, and then we drop religious, switch to, yes, absolutely. Do we want France to have access? Sure. Oh, we can repay this loan. Good. Let's turn our maintenance right off. Ay, ay, ay. Good. Hopefully Bohemia can pass this next one. It only gives us unrest, but it's one more thing we don't need to get. We can get a new tech. It's only that. Let's instead... I'll just wait for the... There we go. We've now completely switched. We can dump good old religious ideas. Now I'm tempted to not even get humanist yet. We got what we needed from that, which was the extra missionary. One 157. Do I get that, or do I get a couple of... I could get 2 of defensive ideas. One admin idea would make our mercs cheaper. No, it wouldn't. Make them cheaper to hire, not cheaper to maintain. Well, I genuinely can't choose, and I need to have a think about it. Which one we're going to go? I've got to try and work out the projection of points that we're going to be getting as well. So I think this might be the point. We'll wrap this one up here, because I was losing my voice before and it's almost gone now. So yeah, we'll wrap this situation up here. This game is a weird game. It's not at all the game I anticipated when we started. I was thinking that we'd be just running around trying to get PUs. Instead, we've switched religions and we've lost the emperorship and we've broken alliances and we've... yeah, just everything. It's a very strange game, but that's okay. Those sometimes end up the most interesting, so we'll continue this very strange game on the next session, whenever that may be. It will likely be at least another week, I'd say, given how things are shaped up. So we'll see how we're looking around about this time next week. We'll see you then. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks for everyone who said hi, and we will see you on the next one. See y'all later.